welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for March the 2nd through March the 8th. I can't believe we're in March already. This is a general reading for the collective. It's also for your sun, moon, and rising. So listen, take what resonates, leave the rest. And if it doesn't resonate, check out your moon or rising sign. And if you want a personal reading, click on here. That'll take you to my website. You can check out the readings I offer. I do astrology, natal chart interpretations, and tarot readings, and a combination of both. So check them out. And all the links to the other videos and everything is below. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter too. Now, I also have a Facebook group, guys, an astrology Facebook group. And I do 2 live feeds a month, every 2 weeks. One for the new moon and one for the full moon, respectively. And we look at how you will receive it. So it's fun. We really enjoy it. It's a private group, so you have to ask to join. And that's all, guys. Let's go straight to your cards, shall we? Okay, Leo, the first card out for you is the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles is the service card. This is about helping others out. It's about helping the collective. It's about, look, if you can't afford to give money to somebody in need, or donate your time, or whatever you have, that you can spare to donate, you know. Perhaps you can go shopping for an elderly person, or you can help someone by just giving them an ear and listening to them, or giving them advice, or helping them in some way. This is definitely a time to give back. And also, if you are in need, this is a card that's indicating help is on the way. And even if help is on the way, you don't have to have money to help someone. You know, lend your talents, you know, give of yourself. That's what I'm getting. Give of yourself. Whatever you give will come back tenfold anyway. Clarifying the 6 of Pentacles is the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is feeling like you want to run away. This is not being satisfied with your life, wanting something more. This is about wanting something more meaningful, something that you're feeling that your life is missing something. And look, first of all, when this card comes in, you really have this urge that you want to go and leave everything behind and just leave. So ask yourself, first of all, what am I running away from, right? Where am I running to? Why do I want to run away? You know, are you shirking your responsibilities? Because that could be it too. Are you just, you know, tired of, you know, the mundane? The day in, day out of the same thing. You've got to ask yourself this. This is really about being spiritually centered. And when this card comes up, sometimes you're being asked to look for a spiritual mentor. You know, perhaps going away on a spiritual retreat will rejuvenate you and give you a different perspective on your life. This is definitely, you know, maybe you're searching for a spiritual belief system. Maybe you just want to experiment with other faiths and belief systems. Whatever this is, because this is just, it's almost like a monk leaving all his worldly goods behind and going off into a monastery to a life of poverty because he's chosen it. But I'm really getting, I am getting that you, okay, I'm going to come back to this, right? The next card you have is the Six of Swords, which is something I didn't quite notice. The Six of Swords is, you better move on. So you're in a situation that you probably should move on from, for sure. Look, if you look at this boat, there's choppy waters right here, and on the other side of the boat where he's headed to, it's calmer waters. So it is saying that there's calmer waters and greener pastures ahead. You've got to move on. Whatever's going on in your life right now, Leo, you have to move on from, and there's some fear and trepidation about moving on because you don't know what's ahead. None of us do. This is a time of turmoil this whole year. It's a change for most of us. It's a huge transformational year for a lot of people. And this is saying, look, yes, the future, and look, this could, what I got for some of you is that maybe you have, some of you may have some investments and the stock market is tanking, right? So there's some kind of fear there. Because it's a bit unsure. I think that it'll go back up. I think that, it's the fear that's brought it down, right? Because of the coronavirus and, there's nothing coming in and out of China. That's major, but I digress. That just came to me when I was looking at this card. So for some of you, you may be worried about your investments and, this is causing a lot of fear. But when the Six of Swords comes in, it's saying get in the boat and move on. You've got to move on. What's clarifying the Six of Swords is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is really about, she wants everyone to do well. She helps everyone, sometimes to the detriment of herself. She's she's a wonderful mother. She's very maternal. She's very unconditional. She wants all of her subjects to do well, and she will help them. I am getting that you need to do service, that you need to kind of help others. I feel that you've got some fear in your own situation, but I think that I don't think that this is permanent. I do think look, you've got to stay tuned for the astrological report next because, there's a restriction in finances for a lot of us that's coming up astrologically. And it's about weathering that storm. It's about being conservative. And look, you have to be conservative in your resources and in how you help others. I feel that this is a time where, Leo, you're very heart-centered and you really want to help a lot of people. You must be careful. You must help yourself first. And I think of that old adage, of the being in the airplane and the oxygen mask comes on. You've got to help yourself before you can help others. I feel that there's a situation that you really need to move on from. And I'm getting that it's an emotional situation. Not so much physical. This is emotional. There's something that's happening in your life that you need to move on from emotionally. Just let it go. And look forward, because I think at the moment you don't feel that things are going to get better. You're not feeling it. You're feeling, you're in a place of fear. But I think really that help is on the way. I really do think you're going to be helped. I think that you're going to be able to help yourself. I think things are going to change. And what's interesting is the next card you have is the Two of Pentacles. And here's the infinity sign, right? And I'm really getting that you need to be in the present moment, because that's infinity, in the present moment. And this guy's juggling. It's going to get busy. It's busy. Things are going to be okay, but you need to focus on, you got to keep your eye on the ball, right? Or the coins. Because if you don't, things will fall apart. So you have to be laser focused. I'm getting that you really need to kind of move things around. Perhaps that's some of your investments you need to move around. Or indeed, you know, your money. But I'm really getting that you need to be conservative and you really need to focus. I'm definitely getting that. But what's wonderful, right, is you have, clarifying the Two of Pentacles is the Ten of Cups. And this is, I always say this is nirvana, right? This is the happy ending. So all will be fine in the end. And, you know, I love that saying, you know, everything's going to be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. You know, we have to just hang in there sometimes when we're going through these difficult times, but remain spiritually centered. It's really important. Remain spiritually centered, do everything for the right reason, you know, help others, but help yourself, and move on. Move on from a difficult situation. And here you've got the happy family, you've got the rainbow, you've got all the cups there, you've got everything you need. These are dreams and wishes come true. The ultimate happy ending, nirvana. You arrive in a beautiful place filled with love and abundance. So Leo, you have nothing to fear. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to wait for the, stay tuned for the astrological report coming up next. And please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello everyone, I'm so glad that you decided to stay on and listen to the astrology report on what is going on in the celestial sky this week. So we start on Tuesday, March the 3rd. Venus is square Saturn. What is that? It's not a harmonious aspect. It is a contentious aspect. There may be distance or detachment within your relationship. You may be feeling that during this transit. As a result, intimacy could take a backstage during this time. And it might be wise to spend some time in solitude, you know, in meditation and reflection, because melancholy and depression can occur. But know that this will pass soon enough. I mean, that's why it's called a transit, right? Because it's transiting, it's moving. So it's a temporary feeling. Now, your finances could take a hit too. So resist the urge to spend because you're not feeling great. Maybe you're feeling melancholy and you want to buy something to make yourself feel better. Resist that urge. I would be very conservative with your finances at the moment. I mean, we've seen this play out on the global stage. You know, the financial markets are plummeting because of the coronavirus, because products can't move around, you know. A lot of countries have closed their borders. So just be conservative and with your spending. Now, on March the 4th, 2020, Mercury backtracks into Aquarius. And when I say backtrack, you know that Mercury is in retrograde, right? And it moved from Aquarius into Pisces on February the 3rd. And now it is reversing and going back from Pisces into Aquarius. But the good news is that Mercury goes direct on March the 9th, on the same day as the super full moon in Virgo. And actually, this is interesting because Mercury rules the sign Virgo. So things are going to start to pick up. And Mercury will then move into Pisces a week later on the 16th. So then it's really going to pick up speed. So this is good news, guys. Mercury in Aquarius gives us clarity and focus. But when in Pisces, Mercury expresses its creative side, creative writing, fantasy, poetry, art, and music. However, in Aquarius, Mercury is more innovative, scientific, analytical, and forward-thinking. So we can enjoy that aspect of it until the 16th, when it moves back into Pisces, and then we can enjoy expressing itself creatively. Now, on the same day, a bit later on in the afternoon, 4:24 p.m. precisely, Eastern Standard Time, Mercury is sextile to Venus, and that is a harmonious relationship. So Mercury is in this lovely harmonious transit. Socializing will become easier. In fact, you might be more open to going out and hanging out, and your charisma and magnetism and charm will foster intimacy during that time. So this is a lovely, beautiful energy. So relax, enjoy this cosmic blessing while it lasts. Now, also, later on that night at 10:07 p.m. precisely, Eastern Standard Time again, so it's the next day in Europe, Venus moves into Taurus. The goddess of love is coming home. She'll be at ease. She'll be more practical. She'll be more affectionate. However, she may be a little possessive, because, Taurus is all about mine, possessions, so Venus is looking for security, and in love and in her relationships and finances. So reassure your partner with love and affection, and focus on improving your finances. Ask yourself, what needs my attention most right now? Is it my relationship? Is it my finances? Is it both? Now, on Sunday, March the 8th, the Sun is conjunct Neptune. That means that it is together. They're almost like one. So the Sun's energy and Neptune you can hardly tell the difference between the two. They just come together. They become one, right? Now, you may, Neptune is very idealistic, so you may have the urge to want to help the less fortunate or the marginalized around the world. Idealism is front and center during this transit, and your sensitivity to others' energy is really increased. So you really need to protect yourself. You need to be around positive people and situations. So because there's two sides to Neptune. Neptune can take you down the rabbit hole too. So you want to be surrounded yourself with positivity, and perhaps consider doing a media fast. I mean, sometimes your empathy is so enhanced that it can really take a toll on your emotions. So you could feel melancholy or depressed. On the other hand, you might be exhilarated and inspired to help humanity at large. You'll get a lot of joy by volunteering or, with a cause or helping in some way. So, look at where you can help. Ask yourself, how can I contribute to society? Now, also on Sunday at 3:38 p.m., Venus comes together with Uranus. Wow, this can be scandalous. This transit can bring in the urge for, a thrill, for excitement, novelty, you know, the new, constantly looking for something new and exciting in love and finance. So you are ready for a thrill. The energy and magnetism of this transit could have you acting a bit out of character. It's kind of palpable, right? You might be enticed to have a romantic fling or a one-night stand. Perhaps your relationship has been a bit boring or perhaps hit a stagnant patch, and you may feel like you want to explore new horizons or new experiences with other people. I would just say this: keep in mind that this feeling will not last, and you very well might regret the impulsive actions or decisions under this influence. So keep that in mind, guys. Now on Monday, I'm not going to go into this, but I'm just going to mention it because it is good to be prepared. We have the the super full moon in Virgo. A super full moon is when the moon is, or a planet is very close to Earth. And so this is a very, very strong energy. And also, Mercury goes direct on the same day. So that's really interesting. Listen, guys, join my astrology group. Live in the Solution. The link will be below. It's a private group, and every 2 weeks I do a live feed which correlates either with the new moon or the full moon. And we look at exactly how you are receiving the energy of the new moon or the full moon, respectively. We have fun. It's a very positive, uplifting, nurturing group. Everyone's happy. It's lovely. So I do that for the group every 2 weeks. So it's a private group. You just have to ask to join, answer a couple of questions, and hey presto, you're in. So guys, I just want to mention that this is a member supported channel. And one way, of course, one way to support me is giving me a thumbs up, liking my videos, sharing them on other social media platforms, and commenting. You know, shoot me a comment. I love that. I answer every comment. I love interacting with you guys. It really feeds my soul. And another way to support me is join my channel. I now have a membership to the channel. So there's a button that says join, and there are 2 levels of membership, and I give perks. And there's the community tab is where the members hang out. I'm going to do videos designed just for members. So it's, you know, that's, so it's the lowest membership fee is $1.99 a month. Now, another way to support me is through Patreon, darling. And right here, if you click on this link, you can go to my Patreon page and check it out. You can be a supporter for just $1 a month. It's $12 a year, guys. It's not that it's not a lot, but it's huge for me. That all, you know, adds up. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my members and to thank my patrons. I've just started the membership, so it's pretty new. So guys, what else? I think that's it. Of course, get a reading, guys. I live to give readings. Go to my website. You know, you can, there's actually links below to my website. Go and check out the kind of readings that I offer and all the services that I offer. Guys, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all, and I'll see you next week.